3.1 Project Manager Competencies, and we will begin by defining what a project manager actually is. Functional managers lead the same group of people to do very similar work day after day, month after month, although there would be seasonal variations. It sounds really exciting, doesn't it? Operations managers, on the other hand, lead the same group of people to do the same work day after day, month after month. Aren't you glad you're a project manager? You're like one of those pop-up shops that you see in supermarkets or even on street corners. You beg, borrow or steal some staff, pop up your project shop, create your unique goods, products or services, then you fold up your shop and look for another project to manage. The other managers keep the business as usual engine of the environment ticking over, if I can mix my metaphors, but you hop into the driver's seat, rev up the engine and drive the organisation to strange new places. You are the gypsy of the management world. Project managers' sphere of influence. And we're looking first of all at the overview. This is 3.1 in the project pinball guide. Project managers fulfill numerous roles within their sphere of influence. These roles reflect the project manager's capabilities and are representative of the values and contributions of the project management profession. This section highlights the roles of the project manager in the various spheres of influence, and this is shown in figure 3.1. 3.2, the project. Within the project manager leads a project team to meet the project's objectives and stakeholders' expectations, works to balance the competing constraints on the project with the resources available, performs communication roles between the project sponsor, team members and other stakeholders, and provides direction and presents the vision of success for the project to the team. The project manager uses soft skills, e.g. interpersonal skills and ability to manage people, in order to balance the conflicting and competing roles of the project stakeholders in order to achieve consensus. In this context, consensus means that the relevant stakeholders support the project decisions and actions even if there's not 100% agreement. Research shows that successful project managers consistently and effectively use certain essential skills. Research reveals that the top 2% of project managers are designated by their bosses and team members distinguish themselves by demonstrating superior relationship and communication skills while displaying a positive attitude. The ability to communicate with stakeholders, including the team and sponsors, applies across multiple aspects of the project, including the following: developing finely tuned skills using multiple methods, for example, verbal, written and non-verbal, creating, maintaining and adhering to communications, plans and schedules, communicating predictably and consistently, seeking to understand the project stakeholders' communication needs. Communication may be the only deliverable that some stakeholders receive until the project's end product is or service is completed. Making communications concise, clear, complete, simple, relevant and tailored, including important positive and negative views, incorporating feedback channels and relationship skills involving the development of extensive networks of people throughout the project manager's spheres of influence. These networks include formal networks such as organizational reporting structures. However, the informal networks that project managers develop, maintain and nurture are more important. Informal networks include the use of established relationships with individuals such as subject matter experts and influential leaders. Use of the formal and informal networks allows the project manager to engage multiple people in solving problems and navigating the bureaucracies encountered in a project. 3.3. The organisation. The project manager proactively interacts with the other project managers to balance demands on shared resources, help create a positive influence for fulfilling the various needs of the project, and to manage priorities of funding, receipt or distribution of deliverables, and alignment of project goals and objectives with those of the organisation. Just in passing, do you know the difference between goals and objectives? A goal is what you're aiming for, and objectives are the series of steps that you take to reach that goal. These needs may be in the form of human, technical or financial resources and deliverables required by the team for project completion. The project manager seeks ways to develop relationships that assist the team in achieving the goals and objectives of the project. The project manager also works with the project sponsor to address internal political and strategic issues that may impact the team or the viability or quality of the project. The project manager may work towards increasing the project management competency and capability within the organisation as a whole, and is involved in both tacit and explicit knowledge transfer or integration initiatives. And that's talking about if you're in an organisation which doesn't have strong project management, it doesn't have a good methodology, that you would work towards achieving those particular goals. The project manager also works to demonstrate the value of project management, increase acceptance of project management in the organisation, and advance the efficacy of the PMO when one exists in the organisation. Depending on the organisational structure, a project manager may report to a functional manager. In other cases, a project manager may be one of several project managers who report to the project management office, or a portfolio or program manager who is ultimately responsible for one or more organisational wide projects. The project manager works closely with all relevant managers to achieve the project objectives and to ensure that the project management plan aligns with the portfolio or program plan. The project manager also works closely and in collaboration with other roles such as organisational managers, subject matter experts and those involved with business analysis. In some situations, the project manager may be an external consultant placed in a temporary management role, and certainly quite a number of times I've been doing that myself. 3.4. The industry. The project manager stays informed about current industry trends and works out how it may impact or apply to the current projects positively or negatively. These trends include product and technology development, new and changing market niches, standards, for example, project management, quality management, information security management, even health and safety, technical support tools, economic forces that impact the immediate project, influences affecting the project management discipline, and process improvement and sustainability strategies. 3.5. Professional discipline. Continuing knowledge transfer and integration is very important for the project manager. This professional development is ongoing in the project management profession and in other areas where the project manager maintains subject matter expertise. This knowledge transfer and integration includes contribution of knowledge and expertise to others within the profession at the local, national and global levels, example communities of practice, international organisations, participation in training, continuing education and development. In the project management profession, e.g. universities, PMI, in a related profession, e.g. systems engineering, configuration management, and in other professions, e.g. information technology or aerospace. 3.6. Across disciplines. A professional project manager may choose to orient and educate other professionals regarding the value of project management approaches to the organisation. The project manager may serve as an informal ambassador by educating the organisation as to the advantages of project management with regard to timeliness, quality, innovation and resource management. 4. Project manager competencies. 4.1. Overview. Recent PMI studies applied the project manager competency development framework to the skills needed by project managers through the use of the PMI talent triangle shown in figure 3.2. The talent triangle focuses on 3 key skill sets: technical project management, the knowledge, skills and behaviours related to specific domains of project, program and portfolio management, the technical aspects of performing one's role. Next is leadership, the knowledge, skills and behaviours needed to guide, motivate and direct the team to help an organisation achieve its organisational goals. Strategic and business management, the knowledge of and expertise in the industry and organisation that enhance performance and better deliverable business outcomes. While technical project management skills are core to program and project management, PMI research indicates that they're not enough in today's increasingly complicated and competitive global marketplace. Organisations are seeking added skills in leadership and business intelligence. Members of various organisations state their belief that these competencies can support longer range strategic objectives that contribute to the bottom line of the organisation. To be the most effective, project managers need to have a balance of these three skill sets. 4.2 Technical project management skills. According to research, the top project managers consistently demonstrated several key skills, including the ability to focus on critical technical project management elements for each project they manage. This focus is as simple as having the right artifacts readily available. At the top of the list were the following: critical success factors for the project, the schedule, the selected financial reports and issue log. Tailor both traditional and agile tools, techniques and methods for each project. Make time to plan thoroughly and prioritise diligently. Manage project elements including but not limited to schedule, cost, resource and risks. 4.3 Strategic and business management skills. These involve the ability to see the high-level overview of the organisation and effectively negotiate and implement decisions and actions that support strategic alignment and innovation. Note that we are talking about high-level overview of the organisation and not just the project, because obviously every project manager should have a high-level overview of their project. A project manager is more likely to have this overview of working as an employee of the organisation or as a long-term contractor rather than just a short-term contractor. This ability may include a working knowledge of other functions such as finance, marketing and operations. This can be very valuable because these are the functions that the project manager usually delegates to specialists. However, please note that the project manager still retains overall responsibility for them, and so an understanding of these particular skills helps the project manager keep in touch with what is happening. Strategic and business management skills may also include developing and applying pertinent product and industry experience, and that's certainly a very strong element of the information technology area. This business knowledge is also known as domain knowledge. Project managers should be knowledgeable enough about the business to be able to explain to others the essential business aspects of the project. Work with the project sponsor team. Work with the project sponsor and team and subject matter experts to develop an appropriate project delivery strategy and implement that strategy in a way that maximizes the business value of the project. In order to make the best decisions regarding the successful delivery of the projects, project managers should seek out and consider the expertise of the operational managers who run the business in their organization. These managers should know the work performed in their organisation and how project plans will affect that work. The more a project manager is able to know about the project subject matter, the better. As a minimum, the project manager should be knowledgeable enough to explain to others the following aspects of the organisation. Strategy. This means what the company aspires to be. The mission. This is a statement of what the company does and why it exists. The goals and objectives, and as I said before, the difference between goals and objectives are that a goal is a destination and objectives are the steps required to arrive at the goal. The products and services, operations, e.g. location type and technology, the market and the market conditions such as customers, state of the market, e.g. is it growing or shrinking, and time to market factors, etc. And competition, e.g. what, who, position of the organisation in the marketplace. The project manager should apply the following knowledge and information about the organisation to the project to ensure alignment: strategy, mission, goals and objectives, priority, tactics and products or services, e.g. the deliverables. Strategic and business skills help the project manager to determine which business factors should be considered for the project. The project manager determines how these business and strategic factors could affect the project while understanding the interrelationship between the project and the organisation. These factors would include risks and issues, financial implications, cost versus benefit analysis, e.g. net present value, return on investment, including the various options considered, business values, benefits realisation expectations and strategies, and scope, budget, schedule and quality. Through the application of this business knowledge, a project manager has the ability to make the appropriate decisions and recommendations for the project. As conditions change, the project manager should be continually working on the project sponsor to keep the business and the project strategies aligned. That brings us to the end of the role of the project manager competencies. The next lesson is a very interesting one. It's 3.2 Leadership versus Management. Please read the corresponding chapter in the Pinbook Guide before watching the video.